We all remember and love the MagSafe on Mac. However, the new MacBooks no longer have it. Innovation shouldn't be making it harder for you to charge your laptop. So we've designed a device that brings back the convenience you've gotten used to. Introducing Snapinator. Charge all your gadgets in a snap. It's compact and durable. Once you try it, you'll never go anywhere without it. Snapinator may even save your computer. MagSafe is back. This time, not just for Mac. Our team of engineers and designers have been specializing in electronic gadgets for over 10 years. If you place your order today, you can expect your Snapinator to be shipped right on time. Snapinator. The Snap feature is back.
Hello Kickstarter, Jake here. Almost 3 years to the day after launching our campaign for the Duo Coffee Steamer, Fellow is back with our sophomore effort, the Stag EKG, an electric pour-over kettle with barista-level functionality. Our small but mighty team launched Stag as a stovetop kettle 14 months ago, and it quickly became a favorite for home baristas, design lovers, and coffee pros competing in the World Brewers Cup. So, why launch the electric version of Stag? Quite simply, because you asked for it. We carried forward the two features you know and love from the stovetop Stag. First, a weight in the handle moves the center of mass closer to your hand for a more controlled pour. And second, the fluted tip allows for the finest of water streams during brewing. But you can get these features with our current kettle. We know you're here for the new stuff. After countless design iterations, we landed on a minimalist, almost unassuming base that serves as a podium to display Stag. We believe the base itself should take a backseat to both Stag and your kitchen. However, don't let the simplicity fool you. Stag EKG packs a professional punch. No simple on-off button here, folks. By turning the knob, you select your desired temperature, and Stag does the rest. When in hold mode, Stag will maintain that temperature for 30 minutes, in case you get distracted. Why are we so obsessed with temperature? Because your favorite beans deserve better than about boiling. Depending on your bean, roast, or brew method, you need the ability to lock in temp to brew your best cup. And hey, tea lovers, this doesn't only apply to coffee drinkers. Temperature matters for you as well.
Damn it, Jake! I said brew the oolong at 185.
We want you along for the journey. Your support will help with product development, certification, and tooling. So are you ready to brew the best cup of
Jake, that's really awesome and all, but don't the coolest Kickstarters have some hyperlocal social disruptive value add technology?
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. How about an app that lets you turn the kettle on and off and set the temperature?
Yeah, I'm listening, but I feel like it just needs more.
You should partner with those awesome folks at Akaya, who make the sweet connected scale and brew bar app. The kettle should seamlessly connect to the app so it can talk to the Akaya scale and baratza grinder, and remember your favorite coffee recipe. Think about it. Wizard-like control and total mastery over water temperature, dosage, and coffee to water ratio with the push of a button, a coffee nerd or cafe owner's dream.
Yeah, creepy voiceover guy, you're right. We should have two models, the Stag EKG and the Stag EKG Plus, powered by Akaya. But wait, there's more. In what we believe is a Kickstarter first, we are guaranteeing delivery in 2017. If we don't fulfill on this promise, we will include a free watermelon slicer with every order. So, do you consider yourself a patron of the arts, a supporter of innovation, and a lover of a fine cup of joe? Then support our campaign. Great coffee awaits.
a sneak peek at the Hyperdrive Thunderbolt 3 USB-C hub for the MacBook Pro. What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? This is the Hyperdrive Thunderbolt 3 enabled USB-C hub for the new MacBook Pro, and you can see there the two USB-C connections that plug into your MacBook Pro's USB-C ports, so it will occupy both ports on the side of your MacBook Pro simultaneously, so something to keep in mind there for sure. Now, the first port is a Thunderbolt 3 enabled port, but the second port is just a normal USB 3.1 Gen 1 connection, so 5 gigabits per second there, 40 gigabits per second on the Thunderbolt 3 port. You also get an SD card slot and a micro SD card slot, and you get a pair of USB-A ports. These are USB 3.0 ports. And lastly, you get HDMI output for up to 4K at 30 Hz. So let's connect the Hyperdrive to my MacBook Pro. It occupies, like I said, both USB-C ports, just like this, and now you're connected. So it sits fairly flush with the MacBook Pro, and these fully working prototypes that Hyper sent over do work very well. However, they are going to make some improvements aesthetically to make sure it fits flush with the side of the MacBook Pro. And you can see it also works on the opposite side if you're okay with flipping the hub around. Okay, so now let's make some connections. I have my power connector, my 61 watt charger here. If you try to plug it into the USB-C port, nothing happens. So you don't get charging through the USB-C port. You can only charge through the Thunderbolt port, which is kind of a bummer because that means if you have a Thunderbolt device connected that doesn't have pass-through charging, you won't be able to charge through this hub. Probably not a big deal if you're a MacBook Pro owner with 4 Thunderbolt 3 ports, but something to keep in mind nonetheless. So I have my Tough Drive connected. That is via USB 3.1, Gen 1 by the way. I'm going to plug in the SD card slot here. It's a little awkward, it's a little tight for the SD card, adding it and removing it. There's just not a lot of clearance there to play around with. Now let's plug in a USB port, just a normal USB-A port. This is my mixer. So now we're all connected, just like that. So really handy device here that allows you to connect multiple devices to the side of your MacBook Pro in a very flush, good looking package here. Now I just connected a Thunderbolt 3 port. So you can see I have all these devices connected at once. This Thunderbolt 3 port is actually connected to a hub that allows me to get full 4K output, as you can see there, at 60 Hz. Now this is pixel doubled, so you're only seeing 1920 by 1080p, but trust me, it is 4K at 60 Hz. So that is cool. So you can also see Thunderbolt 3 connectivity, which is going to my 4K display via a hub. So just verifying that. And then lastly, let's check out USB, because you're able to maintain full USB 3.0 throughput at 5 gigabits per second, even with 4K at 60 Hz, which is something that other hubs obviously weren't able to do because they were USB-C only. This is Thunderbolt 3 in a good-looking aluminum enclosure that comes in space gray or silver. It's not perfect, but the Hyperdrive may be the answer that you're looking for when it comes to connecting peripherals to your MacBook Pro. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. This is Jeff with 9to5Mac.